Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the ZiiGaat Lush. As you can see, so 4 balance armatures, 1 dynamic drive per side, and yeah, look good. I do like the kind of styling, basically how ZiiGaat do it. Quite curious, the accessories, it may be a little bit light on accessories, but obviously we'll see. Yeah, as usual, full disclaimer, I'd like to thank Linsob for sending this out to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to this video, nor thoughts, opinions are my own as per usual, and yeah, as usual, let's just get into it. So let's have a closer look. So yeah, 1DD 4BA, these are meant to have a smooth tuning, but obviously we will see. There's a website there, so yeah, the Lush. Some specs on the side, put it on the side so I can see it a bit easier. 1.2 cable, all this is relatively normal. So 17 ohm impedance, drivers there, 103 decibels sensitivity. Some kind of regulations there, 3.5. I didn't even know there's a different version, but obviously 3.5 is absolutely fine. Some important information there. And yeah, let's have a look. I do like what ZiiGaat normally do, but I think sometimes they could do with some better accessories for the money, but this is not one of their expensive ones. I think this is just a little bit over $100, $110, $120 kind of ballpark. Let's see if I can actually get this bottom off, which is easier said than done. Come on, just, yeah, so easier said than done, so I'll be back, with a bit of editing, I'll be back. I'm back. Quite a pain for you to actually wiggle up, but let's see what we've got. Okay, so these are nice, but yes, I always like their kind of shell design, so it's quite large, the depth. As you can see, quite deep metal nozzle. Really, I like that metallic finish. That's really nice. Take those out. Obviously, this is a bit different to the video you just saw before this, where the Sangsu model is actually loose in the shell. They really make this tough, don't they, to get these out? Okay, so edit number 2. You had to use a blade on it, maybe kind of tricky. So yeah, this looks relatively straightforward. Case, pretty good size really. Okay, so bunch of tips, I'll have a look at those in a bit. 2 lots. And cable, I think they've used this before, but to be honest, for most folks it should be fine. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I expect these to have a smoother tuning, so we'll see. See you next clip. So welcome to my review of the ZiiGaat Lush. Now these are priced £138, which is I think roughly about $179. So not the cheapest, but obviously I'll get to my thoughts on if it's worth it or not in a bit. So obviously what came in the those 2 bags was it a set of these kind of tips. You get small, medium and large, but even a small one I don't think is actually that small really, so this is the smallest one. You may use your own tips if you want to, obviously that's what it looks like. They've used this kind of shape and nozzle a few times, and the other bag is just these kind of foam tips. Now for this tuning you don't really need this. Foams help if it's really, you have sharp treble, but these don't, so just take that off. Yeah, so it's up to you if you want to use the foams, probably just as a fitment thing you'd probably use them for. Anyway, here's the cable. So I'm sure they've used this a few times, but it's fine really. Obviously straight 3.5. I normally prefer angled and like an L-shaped connector. Chin slider, which is super loose, as you can see, if that matters to you. I would prefer if there just wasn't one at all. And yeah, so it looks like fitted. Good looking IM, same kind of branding. Kind of metallic, starry sky kind of look, I guess. Same shape, as they all tend to have the same kind of shape. See if I can give this bit of a wiggle out. Yeah. And yeah, so some people have moaned like the tips aren't good enough, but if they do work for you, they work for you. If they don't, then they don't. Yes, so comfort and fit. They are slightly on the larger side, as you can probably see. but fitment pretty good. Again, tip swap if you want to, but I managed to get away with the standard tips. But yeah, use whatever suits you really, and obviously that's what they look like. Build quality seems really good, and my pair seem to have a good channel matching. And I'm not one of the first people to review this. I think it's been out for I think other folks have got it before me basically, but and my measure's pretty good. Well, measure's really good really. Anyway, so pound sensitivity, very easy to pair out, nothing really to shout out about really. It measures, it's kind of what I expected from the kind of specs they put on the box really, no issues at all. Timbre on this set, so being a hybrid, it can either be good, okay, or bad or whatever, but the timbre I think is very good for a hybrid set where the armatures are doing most of the work really, and the DD on this set is doing more towards the sub bass regions. We'll get to in a bit. Obviously, you've seen the accessories. It's all fine really. It seems like it's a bit on the lower price side. Like the accessories are on the cheaper side, but it's got enough there, and the case is big enough. So that's that really. So soundstage on this set seems pretty good. It's got pretty good extension. Imaging seems okay. I haven't tried any games with this, and this tuning is more like monitoring really. It's not a neutral tuning. It's not a fun tuning or aggressive tuning. I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, so far so good. So yeah, I'll put the graph up now, and it is actually quite different to what they normally do. So as you can see, very, very good channel matching, like I said, and smooth, but we'll get to that in a bit. So bass, these aren't a bassy set. Well, they're more of a sub-bass set. Now for electronic music, which I typically used to, they do seem to have good punch. Now it's because he's got a smoother treble, not to like, not on say distract it. Because it's not aggressively tuned. You don't need to have push as much bass, if you know what I mean. You don't have to counteract anything else. But yeah, it is a more of a sub-bass tuning, so one negative, and this is just for me personally. I do like more of a mid-bass punch for electronic music, but that's obviously, I've said this a million times now, but that's my opinion, and it's a little bit, I might want to EQ just a bit back, but it still works very well for electronic music because it's so smooth. The tuning's very smooth. And that's all I can say, but the DD they've used as well seems pretty good. And that's it. So mid-range, super smooth, as you can probably imagine. Vocals on this set actually sound pretty good. Like, you don't really need to keep boosting the hell out of upper mid-range and lower treble to get good vocals. This has really good vocals. Plus, it's so easy to listen to, and that regards male and female. I'd probably say female vocals are probably a touch better than male, if to be nitpicky. Well, mid-range, as you can see, is so smooth. But I think some folks might want a bit more upper mid-range kind of push to the sound. But personally, I like this as it is. And that leads straight into the treble. So pretty good channel matching. There's a little bit mismatch. Nearly 10k, but you won't hear that. Yeah, good channel matching, good extension as you can see, but obviously after 10k take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, no fatigue whatsoever, in my opinion. Such a smooth listen. Also very, I think, good instrument separation, but some folks might find this boring, which is one thing. Personally, I don't. But one thing I did notice is because it's got a more relaxed tuning, as in the name Lush, smooth tuning, is you want to turn the volume up, which you have to be careful of, because obviously a lot of tunings have some sort of, well, 9 times out of 10 they are tuned brighter than this, so you get kind of used to that tunings. But when you listen to something that's actually tuned more on the smoother side, you want to turn it up. So just beware of that. I thought I'll let you know because I wanted to do that and I resisted it basically. But yeah, on the whole, the overall sound, smooth tuning overall, but still got the detail. It does help that it extends a bit as well. I don't know what drivers they use, the balanced armatures. I don't know the brand or anything like that. But yeah, I was very happy with this different tuning, smoother tuning. But some people might call it a bit boring, but obviously that's up to you. If you want a more different tuning, then obviously you go for whatever you want. But yeah, I like it. So easy to listen to for long periods of time. And yeah, I'll probably end it there. So conclusion of the ZiiGaat Lush. Not that cheap, but I like it. I like that it's different. I like you can use this for long periods of time without a problem. Comfort seems good. Obviously, use whatever tips suit you. Really, is my opinion. But I managed to get away with the stock tips. You don't really need the foam tips. You don't need to make it even smoother because obviously that's what foam tips can do. Obviously, unless it's just to help you have a better fitment. Really, obviously normal 2-pin design there, and yeah, I like it. It's not the most exciting IM, but I like that it's different instead of things boot like the review I did before this, the Sangsu Weiner, the second gen. Very different tune that's going to really boost it upper mid range, lower treble, and this doesn't. Obviously, different price bracket, but it's good to see different tunings. Yeah, that's all I. So this is tuned like the opposite of what typical Chinese tuning is, because they want the female poison boosted, and this doesn't do that. But yeah, not for me waffling. But yeah, I like that these are a bit different. Some folks might find them boring, but take it or leave it really. But yeah, I like that it's a bit different, and I think I'll probably end it there. So yeah, items on the way. I thought I'll let you know. Kiwi ears ether, but they haven't shipped yet, which is the planar. I'm quite curious because it's a 15 point something millimeter, and through popular requests, is it this Escort Luna? I think it's the name, which is another planar. Yeah, so I'm getting both of those. They haven't shipped yet, I don't think, but yeah, I thought I'd let you know what's coming. And yeah, anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next video.